To start off by saying congratulations on this album. We've been playing the new single No One Can Hear You the last couple of days on our show to see what people think about you guys, and we're getting positive feedback and they absolutely love you, so congratulations.
Oh, great. Thank you. That sounds awesome. Sounds terrific.
So I guess for a lot of Australians, this is the first time that they've ever had the chance to hear you guys. So I was wondering if we could start off talking a little bit about the history of Pressure, because you guys have been around since 2018, but tell us a little bit about the history of the band, how you guys all came together.
Yeah, that's. I think Emil could start that discussion because him and Simon has the longest relationship of all of us. So I think, Emil, you can start.
Okay, it's began, me and Simon met more or less, not really by accident, but 10, 12 years ago when I got a tip about a good guitar teacher, and voila, there was Simon. And so he was my guitar teacher at the beginning. And he invited me to one of his infamous barbecues that he has. Really nice things. And if I recall correctly, it was at this time he told me he probably had too much to drink or something. I don't know where he got that.
What?
He told me, Emil, you need to come out and play. And I've done this before, but playing saxophone at that time, because that's my original instrument from the beginning. So I laughed him off, but later on he came back to me and told me, Emil, I have one of my bands, but because at that time Simon played in several bands actually. Our bass player can't attend to a gig we have in 2 weeks. You can play. It's 60 songs. And I replied, Emil, or Simon, I never held a bass. But Simon told me, it's only 4 strings. You play the guitar. You can do it. And we sort of, I moved into Simon. And we rehearsed for 2 weeks. And, I played. I think I only used 2 strings or something. But that sort of started my and Simon's relationship. But I played guitar later. So I think Simon can continue with the story there.
Yeah. I can. Yes, I did actually say that, and I have a lot of infamous parties. The barbecue is the worst. What happens there stays there. I gather a lot of people, and we have a couple of barbecue burning, and I have interesting film materials from those parties. I will not say. I will not say anything more. And I have Emil on one of those films as well, so that's why I have been able to coerce him all these years. But yeah, I saw him there, and he was this boring jazz saxophonist, and I thought, no, you should do rock and roll, man. So I forced him into playing bass, and then I realized my mistake, so I get him back on the guitar. And we played like 10 or 12 years or something like that. We toured around Sweden playing party cover gigs, clubs and restaurants, weddings, you name it. But then we got a bit... we got to that point when it was just another show, just another same songs. So I needed something more, so I started to rewrite the songs, to rearrange them. I took normal standard songs and I made really heavy metal versions of them, and I didn't spare anything, so I took away everything, and I even the lyrics and translated them into like different languages and changed the lyrics, so there was much left. And at this time we thought, oh, this is kind of cool, but I did one of those mistakes, as I usually do a lot of mistakes. But I played the guitar, and I also sang at this time, and the band name was called Crow Show, and that's, if you have heard a crow, you know how I sang.
Yeah.
So we, So we started to look for a real frontman, we auditioned quite a few and tried out a few, but we really didn't really the powerful voice that we needed until we met this strange other guy who waltzed into us with a long beard. And that was you, Olof.
Yeah, that was me. But actually, at that time, I hadn't grown a beard yet.
No. That's right. That's come later.
Yeah,
I know.
That's right. Yeah. So then you met me. I had a pause with playing because I was a father of 2 small children, so I had a pause while they were really small. But I was longing to play, and my wife saw that. So one day she told me, "Okay, Olof, I think it's about time that you find a band that you want to play with."
Yeah.
So the same day I went to internet to check, all right, which band are searching for singers. And I saw this ad from these guys, and I thought, well, why not try to give them a call? And my first thing when I started this project was actually to do cover gigs, because I wasn't tired and bored of it, because I hadn't done it that much. So I knew they did some cover songs and everything, and I went there. And the first thing that happened when they met me, I thought, where am I, and who are these guys? And these are not the guys on the picture of the ad. Simon has lost maybe 100 kilos or something like that, and the picture was before that. So I thought, who is this? Because I recognized the voice from phone call, but everything else is
I wasn't as fat as you thought.
No. And actually, I thought I didn't know who was who, so I thought I spoke with Emil also when I looked at the picture, but I had no idea about it. Yeah. So we went there, and we started singing these strange songs because we recognized them, but it was not the original songs. And like Simon said, he translated everything into Swedish. Really happy song, had a really sad meaning or angry meaning or something like that. But the riff was great, and it was nothing like I expected at all. So when I came home that evening, my wife asked me, "All right, how did the audition go?" And I said, I have to sort all my feelings, because they're really great musical and they're great guys. But there was too much feeling, so I have to just lay down, sleep a little while, and see what is.
Yeah.
So I did that, and woke up the next morning, and my wife asked me again, "All right, have you sorted things out?" And I said, "Yeah, this will probably be the most strange thing I will do, or one of the best things I will do in my life." And if there is a possible thing that it could be one of the best things, then really stupid not to take the leap.
Yep.
So I called them back and said, "All right, if you want me, guys, you will have me." And they say, "Yeah, we have 1 or 2 more singers that we're going to try out, but we'll keep in touch." And I think I went to Canary Islands. This was before Corona, so yeah, you could travel. And they called me on the Canarians and told me, yeah, if you're really to join the band. And that was actually the real start of it. But it didn't end there, because we did a few of these, not a few, we did a full set of these cover songs, and then we got the idea, we have to record something to have on Spotify if people want to know who and what are you doing. So let's record some of the songs so we can tell them, oh, this is Spotify, this is us, because it's maybe a little bit hard to explain. We're doing things, but you will almost recognize them. So we started recording, and when I recorded 2 or 3 songs, the 4th song we said, oh, but let's change a little bit more. And Simon started to change everything except the lyrics, because the lyrics you have already rewritten in Swedish in totally a different story and everything, but you changed the riff, the chords, everything, and we recorded that song.
Can I put in something there, Olof?
There is a saying in the band, and it's kind of like Simon returns and says, something happened. Yeah, and that's typically a total rearrangement from the bottom up.
Yeah, that usually means that I have changed everything. Okay. so and then we thought that, okay, we don't want to do the cover things anymore. We like the rewritten things, so we stopped doing covers and just focus on our own songs instead.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about the writing process for this debut album, because I've had a chance to take a little bit of a listen to it this morning, and it's an amazing album. So tell us a little bit about the writing process for the album.
Yes, Simon, you can start that one because you're the writer.
Yeah, I usually do. We call our music style for story metal. Because we really put a lot of effort into the lyrics, and the lyrics always come first. I collect lyrics, I collect emotions, I collect stories. I try to live life to its fullest to be able to write about life. I go out there, and as I said before, I do many stupid things, but that also gets me a lot of experiences. And I always say, how can you write about life if you don't dare to live life? So I do things. I talk to a lot of things. Talk to a lot of people, not to a lot of things. Well, I guess you can call. I guess you can call people things too. No, not that. As I said, I can be a bit stupid sometimes. But when we do this, I usually get ideas. I have big book of ideas, quotes, emotion, things, happenings that I write in. It's an old leathery book. It looks like something that we dig up from a Lord of the Rings movie or something. When I get an idea and a quote or something, then I get into the guys can testify to this. I get into a trance mode. I have to do the song. There's something urging. I cannot stop, and there's no one that can talk to me. Comes to me. I usually what I write the song. I do a draft of it. I record everything. I record drums, bass, guitars, vocals, everything, and I usually does that in a couple of hours for the first draft, and then I actually am so exhausted, so I usually just fall back into my couch or have to sleep for a couple of hours because that's so soul draining. I pour everything into this draft, and after that I take the draft and I show them to the guys, and I tell them the story behind the song. what kind of emotions I want to capture, and then we, if they like it and think that it's the same thing, then Olaf usually takes over, and he, you can talk about what you do.
Yeah, then it almost every time comes back. Okay, Simon, something happened. So I often change the key because when I heard his draft, I want to see what key would fit my voice to the best. Where can I put the high notes and the low notes to the best of my voice? And sometimes I change the lyrics. That's why I interview Simon, and I can call him when I work and tell him, all right, what is the really meaning of this thing? Should it be like this, or should it be like that? And I try to rewrite it so it fits my own words, but we don't lose Simon's meaning. And sometimes I change the melody as well. And I record everything for Simon. So sometimes from one song he could get 10 different types of the chorus. Sometimes I don't change almost anything. It really depends on the song, and then after that we go back to the studio or our rehearsal place, and we record everything that we call slask, and we take it home and listen to it, and then we start changing things that we want to change. We add things, we take away things, and we do that for a few weeks until we are really satisfied with the song and with the emotion with the song.
Yeah, the mood of it. We go back and forth. So it's a really complex process behind it. It's really we try to, as we begin with the lyrics, we use the music around it to enhance the mood of the song.
Yeah.
So the lyrics always comes first. So we need to do that so it fits it. That's why many who listen to us say, "Oh, but you have so many different styles in your music," and that's why we do that, and that's one of the things that we do, because we don't try to fit the lyrics to our style. We try to fit the music to our lyrics instead.
Yeah.
So that's and so we do a lot of back and forth. So that's the writing process of the album.
Yeah. The last 12 months has been such a crazy 12 months right around the world with the pandemic.
Yeah.
Were you guys trying to record this album during that time, or had you already recorded the album before everything went into lockdown?
No, we have recorded a small portion. So we had almost all the songs rehearsed, and we were ready to go out live to try the songs. We have actually we did a couple of songs, a couple of shows right before the pandemic struck, but then everything got cancelled. So then we focused on the album instead to record it. So most of the time during the pandemic we have been in the studio working on the songs.
Yeah. So what's it like there for you guys now? Because I would imagine with an album coming out, you guys would like to get out and do some shows. Where are you at there? Like they tell us here that we're COVID free at the moment, but they still kind of threaten that there's going to be a lockdown if there's another outbreak. But where are you guys at now?
We are actually waiting on the vaccine for everybody. They started to vaccinate a lot of people now, and we got the vaccine because we didn't get the vaccine in the beginning. They had a problem with deliveries for vaccine in all of Europe, kind of, and we really hope that will kind of solve the problem, so everyone open up. So that's actually what we are waiting for. So hopefully in August or something like that. I think that's too early. Or November, somewhere there, I think they will open up so you can start doing real live gigs again.
Yeah, because the clubs and the music business here in Sweden is down. So no shows, nothing. That's I hate it, but well, it's a very tough call now. We have had a lot of clubs here and small music agencies and such going down. So I'm not sure how the music business in Sweden will look after it. I mean, it will recover in some, but it will have to invent itself again, I think.
Yeah.
New players will emerge, new things will do, and we'll see. But we are ready for it. I mean, we are just waiting for the for everything to go back to somewhat normal, or the new normal, or what you should now call it.
So when everything does go back to normal, what are the plans for Pressure? Like, do you guys look at wanting to tour internationally? Is that something that you would think about in the future?
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. Well, we would definitely love to see you guys in Australia. And I guess to finish up, what would you like to say to people out there before they go out and grab a copy of the album, but also where can they grab a copy of the album if they want to take a listen to it?
Simon, you can start.
Yeah, there is the concept behind the A Path of a Shadow is it's a concept album. It's a story about your life, the listener's life, but told from your shadow's perspective. Your shadow has been around, for everything. You cannot hide from your shadow. He has been there, seen you in the darkest moments, the happiest moments. When you think you are alone, you're not alone. You have your shadow there, and he's seen everything and been there. And now it's his turn to tell your story. So, and we want to have people to use our music as tools to handle different kind of pressures from society around you. And Path of a Shadow is a story metal concept album that will help you with different kind of feelings and pressures around you. So that's, I want to say to people, it's tough right now because you cannot go to shows. The life has been hard for everyone. Everyone has been affected, but there is a light there, and when we go out there together, we will stay in the fight together, and we will support each other. And I think the album will help doing that. As for grabbing a copy, we will get this out on every streaming platform, so you can grab it on Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, or any of your preferred. We will also release every song on the album will have special dedicated music video that will be released on YouTube during the upcoming weeks. So at the release date, we will release the music video for No One Can Hear You, and then the other songs will follow. There will also be an option from our website, pressure.band, to order a hard copy of the album. So you can get a printed, you can get a CD, or even LP, a vinyl version of it, with some special good features and some really nice artwork.
Yeah, but when, Simon? When?
When? The album will come out the 7th of May, of course.
Yes, thank you.
Awesome. Well, guys, it has been such a pleasure having you on the show today. It has been a pleasure for myself to be able to sit down and discover your music over the last couple of days. So thank you so much for coming on the show today, but also thank you so much for such an amazing album.
Thank you
for having us.
Not a problem.
Thank you.
Not a problem, guys. I'll let you go, but we cannot wait until we see you guys in Australia someday as well.
I'll come there. Awesome. It's been a pleasure being your pressure.
Well, guys, I'll let you go. Have a great day, and hopefully we do get to see you in Australia in the not too distant future.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Awesome.
definitely. Right.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. See you later.
Thanks. Yeah, see you later.
Bye.